I'm all right.
So, the days we're here, you're not practicing. Does that mean
Yeah,
you are
what's up with that?
practicing?
Yeah, man. I don't know. I think that's how it's scheduled out. Yeah, we got to keep some things secret. I mean, if you're out here and I'm practicing, y'all let some secrets out.
But it's nothing major that kept you off today?
No, not at all. I mean, this is what the schedule they got me on right now, and I'm pretty sure it's going to change.
When you look out at the quarterbacks and when you practice with these quarterbacks, how do you think they're coming along, and how do you think the quarterback players?
Well, everybody's progressing in their own way, and we got some great quarterbacks. So this is going to be, I mean, one of those that's going to go to the end, and we'll have to see who's going to be there in the beginning of the first game, to tell you the truth.
How disappointed were you to see Corey go down for a little bit, while he was just in the middle of having a pretty good OTAs?
He was having a great OTAs, to tell you the truth, and it's my first time actually getting to see him practice out there on the field, to tell you the truth, and he's a great compliment to any other guy that's on the other side, and regardless of who's in at quarterback, he's out there making plays.
You're kind of the elder statesman now of the receiving.
Oh man, don't put me there. Come on, man.
What type of knowledge are you trying to impart on all these younger receivers that you're working with?
Well, I've been in multiple playbooks throughout my whole career. Actually, I've been in a playbook, a different one each year in my career, and I just actually take part of that and what I learned from each and every wide receiver coach that I've been with, and I try to, install that into them. And even the bad stuff that I went through on the field and off the field, and making sure they don't make the same mistakes that I made. And it's funny because I actually learn from them each and every day on the field and off the field, and those guys are really actually keeping me young.
I mean, surely in your career you've had 2 consecutive years in the same offense, haven't you?
Oh yeah, it was my first 2 actually, and then RIP to our offensive coordinator Dinger. He passed away after the second year, and then Jeff Fisher took off after my second year.
So, other than those first 2 years,
that was it.
What are the Browns getting in Jason McCourty? You've been with them a long time.
Oh man, they're getting a lot out of that guy. I mean, a veteran quarterback, a cornerback that has physical. He's size. I mean, he can match up with any corner, even small corners. So sometimes it's hard for cornerbacks to defend one receiver. It's either a big guy they struggle with, or either there's a small guy they struggle with. But he's actually balanced out. That he's good with both.
There's some talk that they might try him at free safety.
Oh.
Do you think he can make that switch?
He could definitely make the switch. He's athletic enough to make the switch if they're going to do that. But he's a great guy, and his athletic abilities, 10 to none.
He said he talked to you before he signed,
Sure did. Actually, it's our wives talked to each other before he even came out here, and my wife called me up and told me he's taking the visit the next day, and I actually seen him in I believe the lunchroom, and then we sat down with a bunch of guys, and we hit it off from right there. And he's been, by my side since I've been at Rutgers, to tell you the truth. And it's kind of cool to have, a familiar face to go with against each and every day.
So you know him so well, but what's your pitch to him about Cleveland?
My pitch to him about Cleveland, my pitch to Cleveland about him about Cleveland is everything's great about it, to tell you the truth. and it's amazing. I've never been in a locker room like this, and the aura around the city is like, it's top 10, to tell you the truth.
Will you have an opportunity to go to an NBA Finals game?
Oh, no, I don't watch sports. No sports. I barely watch football. The only thing I watch is, our team and myself, and I critique myself at it. The sports fan is my wife, so if we're going to go to a game, it's going to be her, and she's actually been calling around people for tickets, and those tickets are pretty pricey, so I don't know we're going to make it, so we're just going to catch it at home.
Why do you watch sports?
Why don't I'm not too sure. I get away when I go home. Most of my time is with my kids and my wife. We get here we're here so much hours. I like to get away from it and clear my mind, and that's what I like to do. My kids take up 2-3 hours, and my wife takes up the rest. And then, that's what she'll say, that I go to sleep. Well, she has to understand I got to be here at 6:30 in the morning the next day.
You say everything is great about Cleveland. This team is coming off a 1-win season. Pretty miserable.
What makes
We
you
don't see
so
that.
positive about
We
it?
don't see that here. I didn't see it since I walked through the door. And you can't tell they went 1-15 last year. I mean, each and every day, these guys step on the field or they step into this building. It's like it's a new season. It's like it's a winning football team.
There was a report out, I guess, today that the Browns have inquired about Jeremy Maclin. Do you know Jeremy? And if they did bring him in, you know, for a visit or something, do you think that'd be a good addition to the team?
Don't know Jeremy personally. All I know that we got drafted in the same year. But if they do bring him in, we'll welcome him with open arms like they welcome me. One more and I'm on. Just to let you know.
When you look at we talked about Corey, but the other second-year guys like Ricardo and Richard and Jordan, like what do you see out of them? And they didn't do a whole lot as rookies. Can they make that big leap in year two?
Well, to tell you the truth, they don't look like rookies out there. I mean, out there in the practice field, I know a game is different from practice, but those guys have come along, and I watched them. Like I said, I learn from them each and every day how they get up the line of scrimmage, how they study in the classroom. They actually help me out with the playbook. So, but those guys, you can't really tell. I mean, if they was rookies last year because those guys came along.